This is Optimal Finance Daily, Episode 24, Simple Budgeting for Lazy People, by Babauta of ZenHabits.net.
Get ready to maximize your potential with Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast that brings you the best content in personal finance 5 days a week. Your optimal life awaits. Now here's your host, Dan Warren.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back once again to Optimal Finance Daily, the podcast where you get treated to some of the best personal finance advice from some of the best personal finance bloggers on the planet. And the best news is we gather it all up for you, and I read it to you right here on the show. You don't have to go searching through hundreds or thousands of articles and websites to find it. And today I have a post from someone that we have heard from a couple of times before here on the podcast, Babauta of ZenHabits.net, talking about simple budgeting for lazy people. If you enjoyed the show, please stick around after today's article from Babauta, and you will hear how you can help us out, how you can support the podcast by joining our free newsletter and picking up some free items for yourself as well. But for now, let's start optimizing your life. Simple Budgeting for Lazy People by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. I haven't written about finances in a while because these days I barely think about them. That's because for several years I focused on getting out of debt, and these days I live completely debt-free and worry little about finances. It's a beautiful thing. However, recently a reader asked me to write about simple budgeting, and so I thought I'd revisit the topic. I'll talk about how I deal with finances these days, and then a simple budgeting method for those who aren't exactly debt-free yet. How I deal with finances. As I said, these days my finances barely register on my brain. Now that I'm out of debt, it's not a major issue for me, and I've automated most of my finances. Here's what I do. 1. Income is streamed into my checking account automatically. My income is all electronic, so I never deal with checks. In a couple cases, I've purposely set up electronic payments when previously I was sent checks. 2. Savings and investments are automatically taken from the checking. If it's not automatic, I might forget about it. Forgetting about it is a good thing when it's automatic, though. I will check every few months and see how my savings and investments have grown. 3. I often make major payments all at once in the beginning of the year. Because I've been able to grow my savings account now that I have zero debt payments, I have a good cushion so that I can pay things like rent or other major expenses all at once in the beginning of the year. This way, I don't worry about the payments each month, and I don't spend money I might need for these payments. 4. Other bill payments are made automatically. If I don't pay in one big lump sum, I'll set up automatic monthly payments. I never worry about paying bills. I just make sure there is enough in my checking account at all times to cover the total amount of my bills. 5. I leave a cushion in the checking for unexpected expenses. And once the bills, savings, and investments are taken care of, what's left is basically groceries and other living expenses. I don't spend all of what's left because other things will inevitably come up, and having a cushion means I don't have to worry about these things. Building up a cushion took me time. After I eliminated debt, I just continued to spend a little so that I could build up savings and a cushion in my checking account. And that's about it. I don't budget anymore because everything is automatic. I'm not quite as frugal as I was when I was getting out of debt, but that's the freedom of living debt-free. You don't worry about that stuff as much. Simple budgeting. If you're a bit lost when it comes to budgeting, it's not that hard. You just need to sit down and do it and not put it off. Here are the steps I'd recommend. 1. First, make a few lists. Lists are easy. The lists you need. List all your monthly income amounts. Estimate an average if you have irregular income. List all your mandatory payments, like rent, auto, power, groceries. List debt payments. See how much, if any, you have left over. If there isn't much, see the next step. 2. Simplify. See what mandatory payments you can eliminate. This might take time, but many things are optional. For example, I eliminated cable TV, magazine subscriptions, a car payment, going from 2 cars to 1, and more. Also, see what discretionary spending you can eliminate while you're trying to reduce debt. Starbucks coffee, eating out a lot, buying magazines or comics, etc. 3. Make savings and debt payments first each payday. Make that mandatory, even if they're small at first, $50 each maybe. Try to increase them as you continue to simplify. 4. Make mandatory payments next, rent, car, utilities, etc. Make them automatic if possible, but if not, go online and pay them right away each payday. 5. What's left over is spending cash. Maybe it's for groceries, gas, and fun money, eating out, etc. If you have difficulty not spending your grocery and gas money so that they last for 2 weeks, put the amounts you think you'll need in separate envelopes, one for gas, one for groceries, one for fun money. 6. Long-term moves. Over the long term, you want to decrease and even eliminate debt, one debt at a time. This will free up a lot of your money. You also want to start saving for an emergency fund immediately and build it up over time. This is crucial, as without even a small emergency fund, you'll never smooth out the bumps that inevitably come up. Increase income if possible while you're getting out of debt. And when you're out of debt, start investing in index mutual funds, Vanguard 500 for example, to grow your money over the long term. You just listened to the post titled Simple Budgeting for Lazy People by Leo Babauta of ZenHabits.net. And if you have any comments about the post that I read today, any comments about the author or his point of view, let us know. You can always share your thoughts at oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com. And if you would like to help us keep this show going, which we very much want to do, a great way to do that is to join our free weekly newsletter. Just text the word financial to 44222 to join. That's 44222. Text the word financial. Or, again, you can visit us online at oldpodcast.com. Plus, once you join, you'll receive some free gifts and be entered to win a book every month. So please do come and join us. And that is it for today. Hope the last few days of March have been going well for everybody. Tomorrow, I promise, no nasty April Fool's jokes for April 1st, but we do have a special Friday episode. We'll be hearing from yet another new author to join the Optimal Finance Daily family. So I'll see you there, where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this podcast, but also Optimal Living Daily, the show where I read to you from even more blogs covering finance, productivity, minimalism, personal development, and more, from amazing bloggers like Derek Sivers, Zen Habits, The Minimalists, and all the ones you hear on this show too. So if you enjoyed today's episode and like taking amazing blogs on the go, come on over to Optimal Living Daily and subscribe to that one too. And together, we'll start optimizing your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Finance Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.